Jim Tressel joining me now. And Coach, you joined the Big Ten fray today, and that was a big thing to get out and get better and get in that race.
Hell, no question about it. Homecoming, which was very important to our guys. We had a chance to be with about 40 former captains for our pregame meal and hear from Doug Donnelly and also from the great Jim Marshall. And it was important we go out and play like we were listening.
Yeah, good message out there as the Bucks take the field here. Homecoming, as you mentioned, in the Horseshoe. Indiana coming in. The Bucks with a chance at home to get the first Big Ten win. Didn't think it would come to this point of the season before we were talking about it, but, you know, no time like the president. You said Jim Marshall with a good message.
Oh, what a special guy. Played 400 and some consecutive games. Tough. And it's what we needed to hear about, you know, being tough. And there on a conversion, you see Troy Smith with great protection. Finds Tony Gonzalez, who I think is getting better by the day, and Antonio Pittman going through there and had one of those replay calls, and this one went in our favor.
How about that? For once, that's the first time this season a replay has gone in the Bucks' favor, and you get the bounces going your way early, obviously. There.
Well, there's no question. You know, they tried to gamble, and Troy threw it in there with a lot of velocity, and Teddy Ginn, tell you what, he's
looking like Gamble with that 7 on his back.
Yeah, even faster maybe.
Definitely, and he gets the crowd sparked and into this one. The players talked about it afterwards. That was a big difference.
No doubt. You know, we came out and the defense came out excited, and they tried the middle screen that had little jailbreak screen that had hurt us with some other teams, and our guys sniffed it out and went after it and put a lot of pressure. Mike Kudla, I really thought Mike Kudla, just from where I stood, you know, was making a difference in there and bringing that speed and power that we had all hoped for.
He was wreaking some havoc in the interior line there and chasing down quarterbacks. Antonio Pittman, talk about wreaking havoc. Here he gets loose.
Well, you know, Antonio likes running, especially out of that one-back look where they're all spread out. He finds places, and Troy Smith finds Santonio Holmes. Again, he had good protection, and we're down there, you know, into the red zone and inside the 10.
Yeah, you got one-on-one there, so you take advantage of it.
Absolutely, and Troy did a good job of finding the open guy, and there he found Santonio for the touchdown, and 14-0 was a good way to start.
Yeah, 2 drives, 2 scores.
That was huge for us.
That's the way you draw it up, and the D right back at it again.
You know, we missed the hit right there. It would have been a -2, and again, I think this is that Roby kid that's the leading receiver in the history of their school, and he's a good player, and he made us miss, and they moved the ball down the field, and to their credit, they made the plays they needed to put together a good drive.
And that's where the first quarter ends at 14-7 on the board. It's Troy Smith throwing again. Nice grab by Roy Hall.
Good job by Roy there, coming up with the play and moving the chains a little bit. And we go back inside, and Mo Hall did a good job of coming around and running to daylight. And you know, Mo Hall is always there for you. You really got to appreciate him.
21 yards worth of appreciation for that. And then Pittman again, 12 yards coming wide left.
He's got excellent lateral movement, good vision, and moved it down the field for us. And Mike Nugent banged a chip shot through.
Yeah, 29 yards for Nugent. It's 17-7 on the board. Ohio State in front. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis has nowhere to go on the pitch. Dustin Fox right there.
They had that little shovel pass option, and our guys were all over it. Good job by Tyler Everett there on the play. And again, we're breaking on the ball, and we're skidding on our heels. You know, defense is getting after them.
5 yards on the completion. Back to offense now, and 20 yards picked up on this play as Troy Smith fires to Santonio Holmes.
Well, good job by Santonio driving the man off, and they were trying to bump and run him a little bit, so we had to throw deep, and he ran a deep comeback. And here you see Troy stepping up, and he did a good job of not throwing the ball when there was nothing there, and stepped up enough for Mike Nugent to bang through another chip shot for him, a 52-yard chip shot.
Yeah, 52 through the uprights, nothing to it. Day at the office. 20-7, Ohio State there. Nuge is solid again. Big hit here by Nate Sally.
Nate Sally will hit you, and he did a great job of staying on his hash, and they threw it up, and they paid for it.
And that was their star receiver. And
Simon Frazier there batted that ball down, and Anthony Schlegel almost picked it off. Here we are on a blitz. Ashton Yabodi coming. Michael Kudla coming and making the play, and our guys are putting good pressure there. Simon Frazier, Bobby Carpenter,
Getting the job done is what they're
pressure
doing
on.
to close out the half. And you go in with that lead. You keep them off the board. They had a little drive going there at the end of halftime, so important to stop that and hold serve there. But Troy comes out throwing 1st and 10 and throwing deep as well to stretch things out a little bit. Gaining yardage on 1st down has been important for a while, and getting it important.
Well, it hasn't. We had a couple of those early 1st down home runs that if we'd have just connected, it would have really made a huge difference. But you know, Troy was excited about playing, and the one thing I was a little bit nervous about is that when we went for the home run, he was going to really crank it and overthrow it a little bit. But you know, we always say we don't want it underthrown, and I think he'll do nothing but get better and better at that. And if we can mix our run and our pass and you know, obtain the balance that we started having today, we got a chance.
Well, he's juiced up for the game, so a little overthrow here or there you can. Now the other side of it is on 1st and 10 when you throw deep. I mean, when they fall incomplete, then you're 2nd and 10.
That's
and that's the problem you want it to stay away from.
Yep, no question. I thought our balance, I think in the 1st half it was something like 8 runs, 6 pass on 1st downs and something like that. We'd like to be balanced, and when we call those 6 passes, we'd like to hit at least 4 of them.
Yeah, balanced except on the scoreboard. The Bucks go to the break. We're back with 2nd half highlights. And Coach, as you go to half, you look at the drive sequences. When you can put points on the board in 4 out of the first 5 drives that you touch the ball, that's showing some consistency. Longevity of drives good as well. And
good for the defense, and obviously the special teams did their part there. I thought our punt game, you know, their return games were excellent, and I think we only had one, in fact, it'll be in the 2nd half, where we let them out a little bit on the kickoff return. But your special teams give you a chance to have field position, which gives you a chance to keep the ball out of the defense's lap.
All right, we get back to 2nd half action here, and of course the 2004 crown there for a king. And look, he's wearing the scarlet and gray there. Chibundu Nake.
Nake's out there, and I don't know that his teammates knew that at that point. They would have done a better job covering this kickoff maybe if we'd have, because we let him out there to the, I think, nearly midfield or wherever, and that's just not the way to start 2nd half when we're only up by 13.
A big return out there, and trying to get things started on offense, but that D not going away. Bobby Carpenter.
Good job on the turnover, and I think we won the turnover margin, what, 2-1 or thereabouts, and that was huge, turning them away.
Now you go on offense, and Troy Smith once again, and he's got time. He's got time all day.
Absolutely, and that's the key to the passing game is pass protection. We happened to leave the tight end and one back in on that play, and Santonio Holmes comes on the reverse, and the guys get out front, and he does a good job, good patience, and Santonio's a playmaker.
19-yard pickup there, and then Pittman's going to find a nice hole here.
Again, Antonio's got excellent vision, and that play was designed front side, and he saw the linebackers stepping over, and he did a good job there. And here you go see Troy stepping up. No one was open. We left an extra guy in to protect, and they covered the 3 that we sent out. So he knew no one was there, and he stepped up. Unfortunately, we got to hold him.
Yeah, and then back to defense here. Anthony Schlegel played a pretty solid game here, chasing down the quarterback for a 7-yard loss.
Kept the contain on them, and now all of a sudden they're playing truly in the shadow of their goalpost, and we're going to end up with good field position because of, you know, where we kept them.
3-yard pickup there, and back on offense go the Bucks after that stop, and Troy's going to take off again here, and this is just coverage downfield, and off he goes.
Got to make sure he keeps that ball a little bit tighter for the old coach's welfare there, but again, good decision. No one will open, and then he handed it off there to Antonio Pittman, and again, good balance, good vision, and he believes he's going to gain yards.
And I think we showed these 3 in a row because 3 straight plays where you pick up 12 yards each play, 1 on the 3rd down, and obviously 2 first-down plays. Good yardage.
Yeah, that really is, and you need that kind of movement to go up and get points. And there's Mike Nugent again. What do you have, 3 field goals again today? And
3 he did.
He's the best kicker in the country.
Something special there. Nuge with a 35-yard field goal. 23-7 is the count, and D keeps coming.
A.J. Hawk with the pressure. Anthony Schlegel took the back, and no one there to block A.J. They came out running the option. Bobby Carpenter there and Nate Sally right there, and they had hurt a lot of teams with that option, and it was good to see that we stopped it. This is a little bit of a quarterback draw that we put in the game on a 3rd down and 3 or 4 there, and got the conversion. Then he came back and found Roy Hall there on a conversion.
14 yards on the pickup.
Again, good step up, good step up. I don't know that he ended up getting the 1st down here or not, but positive yards, no turnover, gaining field position.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
3rd and 15, game 10 there, but you punt the ball and you see what the field position does.
That's what it's all about. Our guys did a great job of punting it there, and now they're punting out of their own end zone, and when they're doing that, we're going to get it on our half of the 50, and who knows, maybe even closer, because we've got some dangerous guys back there. Santonio Holmes, and our guys are doing a good job with their return blocking. Teddy Ginn's a good partner back there, and we've got it up near the 30.
Usually when you reverse field, that spells trouble in the punt game. You want to get straight up the field, but these guys can get after it.
They got a little bit of speed, and there you see Antonio Pittman excited about getting in the end zone, and he's going to be a good one if he'll keep working and get stronger and be able to take the punishment that a Big Ten running back takes.
One-play drive right there. Don't need any more than that. 28 yards for Pittman, and a nice job from him throughout the day. But Troy Smith as well, patient when he needed to be, and he certainly had the time. The offensive line, maybe the best effort yet.
You know, they really did a good job. When you don't have pressure, it's a lot easier to make good decisions. I thought our coaches made a good plan from a standpoint of they had some two-back runs, some one-back runs, some two-back pass, some one-back pass. There were some times they left people in to protect so that Troy would have a little more time. You know, I thought the whole plan and the rhythm was pretty darn good. 3rd
down offense, 3rd down defense, both pretty good. You get them off the field, and what a huge difference it makes for the defense to be fresh throughout the day.
Without a doubt, and if they can improve their 3rd down efficiency, our defense, and we can improve our conversion rate on 3rd down, we're going to become a lot better football team, because I think we've got the makings of having an extraordinary special units group, and if we can get better on O&D, we're going to make a run here.
Well, the guys also have a good attitude about making the run. They had 5 left coming into this one, and they, you know, you take them one at a time, you say 5-0, you play with what you have left.
That's right, you know, and we've got Penn State, and they're physical, and they in Iowa played a baseball game there, 6-4, so you know that was a bruiser and a physical game to hold, you know, that Iowa team to only 2 field goals. Penn State can really play defense, and so we know that when Coach Paterno and company come in here, it's going to be a battle.
Can't recall ever seeing a score like that, but we're going to check back in with the Bucks as they head towards Penn State to wrap up the show. But first, we have a nice recent visit.